Welcome back to my channel. You guys just saw that I have been reading all morning and it's been great. Pretty much just focused on like devotionals and stuff like that for the first reading session, but I want to do a couple reading sessions today. So that's what I'm doing, and I wanted to go ahead and start a new reading vlog with it because I love reading vlogs and I think they're fun, and I hope you guys enjoy them too. I want to go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit about what I read because you guys might have seen them, but let's just go in depth a little bit. So first I read Psalms and Proverbs, and I'm just going to find my favorite verse from each of them and read them to you guys. I think the one that stood out to me the most in Psalm 119 would be, "My soul longs for your salvation, I hope in your word." In Proverbs 20, because today is the 20th, verse 9, which says, "Who can say I have made my heart pure, I am clean from my sin?" Good things to think about. My devotional from Fixing My Eyes on Jesus Devotionals. This one was about hearing God's voice and waiting patiently for Him. If you followed my main channel and when I did booktube videos on there, you know that I was reading this Holiness devotional last year, and I just have a couple more weeks worth of it to go, and I pretty much read a week at a time, so I really just have a couple more days. If I wanted to go ahead and finish this month, I could, but I just did a week's worth of devotionals in that, and it was so good. I was talking about repentance to blessing. I love this quote that said, talking about Paul in the New Testament, he knew God not only sent him, but observed him. That's super convicting and thought-provoking. It was just really good today, so. Then I read 3 of the letters in here in the Practice of the Presence of God. This is on my TBR for the month of May, so I need to finish it, and pretty much I need to do 2 readings in this every day in order to finish it, but they're really short and really good, so not hard at all. "It is not pleasure which we ought to seek in this exercise," the exercise of conversing and living life with God. "It is not pleasure which we ought to seek in this exercise, but let us do it from a principle of love and because God would have us." I love that. I read a section in Rewriting Your Broken Story, which I am going to put that back on my cart because I'm not going to continue it until I finish some other books. I read a chapter of Honor's Reward. This has been on so many TBRs, and I really just need to finish it. It was a really good chapter about honoring authority that is harsh. And I don't know if you've ever experienced that. I certainly have. So it's just important to learn about how to deal with that in the same way that you would deal with good, kind, loving authority. He also shared a really cool story in there, so I enjoyed that. I'm gonna go eat, and then I want to edit my TBR cart putting together video that I've been talking about. Hopefully that goes up before this one. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you watch it after this one because I ask a bunch of questions and I really want some audience engagement and like writing in the comments and stuff so we can get to know each other, because that's one of the biggest purposes of this channel, is not just for you to listen to me talk, but for us to get to know each other and get to talk about books and just have fun that way. And also comment on this video. That would be great. So far it has not been what I was hoping for. Like, I really thought that the plot sounded interesting and it sounded like really something that I would enjoy, but it's just not been capturing my attention. It started to get a little bit better in the last few chapters that I read, but I really don't love it so far, so I'm just gonna keep reading and see what happens, but that's how I'm feeling about it right now. But I'm gonna go read a chapter of that and then do some work. Okay, so just an update on this. I just read the chapter. I am still struggling to keep my attention throughout the whole chapter, but there were interesting parts in this, and it is getting better, I will say. I love the cover. It's so pretty. I really don't want to like get rid of this because it's so pretty, and I waited so long to get it. Like, just look at that. Sorry, I'm moving it around because it's pretty. I will say that this chapter was better, and stuff is kind of happening, but that's the thing with this whole book. It's like stuff's kind of happening, and then kind of not. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like there's a lot happening, but not really. I don't know.